Good morning, no, good afternoon, thriving warriors, good day, people, thriving warriors, people in our program, people who were in our program, people who may be in our program, people who should be in our program, etc. This is a special video. Today is June 16th, 2023. I am producing this up in Amargosa. And it's primarily for the people in the apartments down in Las Vegas, past, present, and future people down there. It's time to decide, guys. It's time to decide. There's no right answer. It's just what you want to do. So we've been doing this for several years, several years. The outcome is pretty much the same. Put a lot of energy into helping people move forward, but people really are not moving forward as they could, as they should. So rather than take the old approach, we've talked about it, and now have an idea for a new approach. The new approach is you can pay to stay. You don't have to do any work. Or you can choose to spend an hour a day doing our apprentice and craftsman courses, Coursera, and or Bible study, along with a 10-minute phone call with me or somebody of my choosing or my approval once a week. So it's either one way or the other. You're either in or you're not in. We can't have this, I'm in, but I don't have time. I'm in, but I don't like it. I'm in, but I don't understand. I'm in, but I went to prison. And I'm institutionalized. I'm in, but the world has to change. I'm in, but it's too confusing. We can't have that anymore. You're in or you're not in. You're ready or you're not ready. You get accepted to Stanford, you get accepted to West Point, you get accepted to any good university. You either are in or you're not in. You don't get to, at a good university, you don't get to say, well, I'm in, but it's only under my terms and conditions. Okay? In those places, as long as you pay, you do your minimal requirements, they will let you stay. You might be there forever. You might not ever graduate. As long as you pay and you do what they require, you can stay for some amount of time, some period of time. So we're going to adopt that model as well. You're in or you're not in, and either way, it's okay. We just need to know. We just need to know which direction you want to go. You're either in and you're studying for an hour a day, an average of an hour a day. It should be just an hour a day. Don't say I'll do 7 hours on one day. An hour a day in one or a combination of those three areas are course, Coursera, or Bible study. An hour a day and a call saying I worked an hour, but I don't have time for an hour a day, but I don't have time for a 10-minute call. That's not acceptable. You are not in. You're not going to get any other services from us, if that's what you choose. And again, it's up to you. We're doing what we're doing. And in my conversation with Jeff last week, as he said, he's not really interested in a program that's just pay to stay. That it's the belief of helping people move forward in their life. But guys and ladies, we're not moving forward at the rate that we should. And if you're saying it's too hard, too confusing, too unclear, you're too institutionalized, you're too busy at work, whatever, you're just not ready. Okay, and as Jeff just sent a note, if they choose that approach, they have nothing coming from me, as I do not wish to continue with anything to do to pay to stay. Okay, and that is absolutely fair enough. That is absolutely fair enough. And I'm very supportive of that because I'm not really interested in that either. That's not our mission. Our mission is to help people move forward. If you don't want to move forward, A, or B, if you're unable to move forward, or if you're unwilling to move forward, then you're not on our program. You're on the pay to stay. And from Jeff's comment, my hunch is as soon as we need the bed, or you will always be encouraged to look for another bed. That this is just a temporary place to go to keep you from someplace worse. So if I interpret what Jeff is saying, you'll get nothing coming from me. That means don't go to Jeff saying, can you get me a job? Jeff, I get paid next week. I can't pay this week. I get paid next week. In fact, for me, it's if you can't pay in advance like the rest of the world you have to do, then you're really not paying to stay. But we don't believe in discarding people. So, but you need to make it clear. So I have included a link to Calendly and a worksheet to make it easy for people to schedule your calls. And I think it's from 1 o'clock to 6 o'clock, maybe even 7 days a week. I don't know. I got to check again. But it's not acceptable to me to say you don't have time to fit a 10-minute call in there with me. And I'll be able to tell, I think you guys should know by now, I will be able to tell whether you're spending an hour a day, not a week, an hour a day doing one or a combination of those three things, our apprentice course, Coursera, or Bible studies. And so when it comes to Coursera, if you want to do other Coursera classes that are outside of the 8 or the 9, including learning how to learn, outside of those, that doesn't count as your 1 hour. That's extracurricular stuff. I'm not going to take a Coursera course just so that I can help you get through a Coursera course that I don't know anything about. Okay, I know very well the Coursera courses that we have. I think Jeff knows them. And so we can help you through those Coursera courses, but we're not going to learn new Coursera courses. But you should be doing more than one. If you're going to a good school, you should expect that you would have an hour's worth of studying for every hour of class. If you wanted to be a real estate agent, if you wanted to be a counselor, Medicaid counselor or a counselor, you would have to spend time studying in addition to working. When I went to law school, it was 1 hour. For every hour of class, you were expected to do 3 hours of studying. So if I took 9 hours of class a week, I was expected to do 27 hours of studying. And I went to law school at night. So I had a full-time job. And so it can be done. Maybe it can't be done by you, and that's okay. There's no value judgment as to your ability. In fact, we've always said, just do your best. We've always said two things: do your best and do what we ask you to do. Because we're not going to ask you to do anything illegal, unethical, immoral, or that you can't do. Even though you probably think you can't do it, we won't ask you to do things you cannot do. So I am here as always. I'm on the doing a video around 6 o'clock. And yes, I know the people who work at Naylor are already on their way to work. They might be in the lunchroom getting ready for work. They might be on the bus. They might be walking to work. I understand that for you, it would be too hard to be on a 6 o'clock call, but that's why they're on YouTube. So you can watch it anytime. So I am here available for you. Jeff has demonstrated that he is available for you way more than the amount of time that is reasonable. Oh, they start at 5:30. Okay. So let's edit that part out where I said they start at 6:30. They start at 5:30. So that gives you plenty of time in the afternoon to get on the call. Right, Jeff? So again, just to make it clear, we're not meeting objectives. When people go to the apartments, they are not impressed. Okay, we're not meeting the standard that we have set. When I say we, I don't mean you, I don't mean our students, I mean the people supporting the school. The standard is higher than we are attaining to. And if you don't want to go up to that standard, that's okay. Okay? You can be on the pay to stay without any help, anything coming from Jeff. So, and believe me, guys, you don't want to get a 7-day, you don't want to get an eviction notice, you don't want to get evicted, because it will go down on your credit report and you will never be able to rent an apartment in your name. Well, not necessarily never. For several years, you will be unable to rent an apartment in your name. So we're acting in good faith. Okay. Now, Jeff is also clarified to be, you don't have anything coming from Greg either. So it's like, guys, if you want to pay to stay, you do what you're supposed to do. You pay, you keep the place clean, you follow things, but you don't ask us for anything other than a room. And you have to commit to keeping it clean and being a respectful and responsible person and treating other people the way you would want to be treated, and as described in the agreement that you all have to sign. Okay. We, including Jeff, we are encouraging you to commit to 1 hour a day of studying either State Pen Workbook, our online course, the 8 Coursera courses, or Bible studies. Not 2 1/3 hours from each of those, because you're going to get nowhere, guys. You're not going to get anywhere if it's, well, I did a little of this and a little of that and a little of that, because on the 10-minute call each week, I am going to be, you have made no progress. We're going to have to remove you from the program because we don't have time to commit. And we have really big, exciting plans in the works. Very exciting plans in the works about a new program, but it's not compatible with the results down in the apartments. So we're either going to get new apartments for people who want to be in the program, or the people who don't want to be in the program eventually won't be there, or some combination thereof. So Jeff, is there anything else I should mention? Lastly, once more, no value judgments. It's your life. We're here to help you move forward. But if you don't want to move forward, it's your life. At the end of the day, it's your life. I can confidently say that nobody down there works more than Jeff, more than Greg, or more than me. Okay, Jeff saying, I think you summed it up. Housing rules still apply. All of the housing rules still apply. So this goes into effect now. So that means the 30 people, whatever number of people we have down in the apartments and here at Rain Man, unless you're a veteran and you're in the veteran program, the $1,200 per month veteran program, where we're just trying to provide them a better life. If you're in any of our other programs, you're either in the program or you're paid to stay. And that's it. So guys, if you have any questions, in addition to grumbling amongst yourself, please feel free, schedule a call with me. We're just trying to help you move forward. But we've come to the conclusion, if we can't help you move forward, there's no point beating a dead horse. Okay? So I hope that you will elect to stay, or no, I should say, rise up to the hour per day commitment we're looking for. I hope you will commit to that. But if you don't, mazel tov, wish you the best of life, peace be with you, etc. And we mean that in sincerity. So thank you.